Ho, ho, ho! Living Environment fans, it's Tuesday. It was the Tuesday before Xmas, and all through the classroom, Mr. Kobach was going to have students do the Bellringer. Let's do that now.
All right.
Hey now.
Mr. Kobach's class. It's Mr. Kobach's class. You might learn a ton. It's Mr. Kobach's class.
He's interested too.
It's Mr. Kobach's class. And he's super cool. It's Mr. Kobach's class.
All right. I want to talk a little bit about these two words because I've noticed that they're all over the Regents exam. Autotroph, heterotroph, or often in their adjective form, autotrophic, heterotrophic, right? Autotrophs and heterotrophs. Hopefully by now you know these two words, but as a review, autotrophs are the makers. The auto, self, trophy, nourishing, self-nourishing. Heterotrophs are the eaters. They have to eat something. All right, and so we know this from, like seventh grade ecology that plants are autotrophs. We also call them producers. The synonym is producers. And animals are heterotrophs. We call them consumers. And you've studied food chains. You know that all food chains start with producers, with autotrophs. So what do autotrophs produce? Autotrophs produce, of course, sugars through photosynthesis, right? We know that they go light reaction, they make, blow water apart into pieces, and they save those hydrogen ions for the dark reaction, which is where they do the Calvin cycle, and they stick those hydrogens onto basically carbon dioxide molecules. Now, interestingly enough, one of the products before you get to glucose is something called G3P. That sometimes is taken out of the chloroplast before it's stuck to another one of its cells to make glucose. And that can be used to make amino acids by the plant and to make lipids by the plant. So when we say plants are producers, they produce carbohydrates, but they also really are the production facility for amino acids and fatty acids as well. So when you're eating plants, you're getting all of those nutrients. They are the start, and it all starts with photosynthesis, taking energy from sunlight and turning it into stored chemical energy. And then what you do, how you store that chemical energy, whether you store it as a carbohydrate, a protein, or a lipid, depends on what you want to do with that. But as consumers, as heterotrophs, when we eat plants, we can get all of the above, right? We can get carbs, proteins, and lipids from those plants. And then, of course, when we talk about ecology later, some consumers don't eat the plants directly. They get their proteins, carbs, and lipids by eating organisms that ate plants, and so on and so forth. Right, and you probably remember that energy pyramid or the trophic level pyramid from middle school type, but as you go down or up the food chain, as one eats another, energy is lost. So it's very hard to be an apex consumer for sure. We'll talk more about that later. All right, after today's Bellringer, it's an ed puzzle on carbon and nitrogen cycle, and then the game.